Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artery.com. I have been doing my sister's wedding stationery and I was wondering what to do for some little wedding favour boxes, and then I remembered I had these Sizzix Thinlits. It's like a pillow box die, and if you can see on there, this is what you're supposed to get. You're supposed to get all of these in, but unfortunately all of these little ones must have fallen out at some point. I've had these about a year. So I don't know where the little dies are because this has been open, I hadn't realised. But for the purpose of what I'm doing, I don't need the small ones, just the large ones. I'll show you what's in quickly. Yeah, these are the only ones that are in. So this makes the actual box, the gift box, and this makes up the flower. And I was just practising with this one, so just ignore the clashing colours, but I used just an ordinary, I think it's 250 GSM, 200 or 250 GSM, I can't quite remember. I just cut out some glitter cardstock and some lilac cardstock for the flower and put a ribbon around. My sister's wedding stationery is going to be sort of ivory and lilac, ivory and purple. So I was just practising. I've ordered some purple ribbon, I'm just waiting for that to come. But I wasn't too happy with that. I thought the box itself is very plain. So then I remember that I had some really beautiful textured cardstock. I'm not sure if you can see how nice that is in this light. But the cardstock itself is absolutely beautiful. I really like it. So I am going to order some more and make my sister's wedding favour boxes out of that. So like I said, I'll send this picture to her and I said just imagine it purple, and she really loves them. So I thought what I would do, because if you don't want the plain, if you don't like the plain card, or if you haven't any nice textured card, you could use a pattern card. You could use something that you've printed off yourself, like a pattern piece of paper. It's entirely up to you. But I'm just going to show you how easy these are to make using these dies. Put that to one side. I'm going to try patterned paper. It's not that thick, but we'll see how we go on. I've never tried pattern paper before with this, so it looks as though I'm only going to be able to get one. This is a 6x6 paper, and it looks as though I'm only going to be able to get one out. I'll try and get two, but I doubt it. I'll just put this through my die cutting machine and then I'll be back. If you're going to use a thicker cardstock, I strongly suggest that you put it back and forth 2 or 3 times in your die cutting machine, and I'll show you why in a minute. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see there, it's like a little score mark, and you need that to be quite pronounced. So I wonder if I can get another one. No, I'm not going to be able to get another one. Oh, what a shame. But on an A4 size sheet you can get 2 of the treat boxes out of just one sheet, because you need 2 pieces for each box that you make. I'll just sort this one out and then come back. Right, I just put these through my Gemini MIDI, which at the moment I'm not too happy with. I have ordered a new die cutting machine, which I will do a review of once it gets here, but that's by the by. Right, so before I cut the flowers or anything out, I need to sort out this because it needs to be glued together, and I'd like it to be able to dry as I'm doing the flowers. So you've got a score mark there on either end and you have a score mark down there. So this is why you need to put it through 2 or 3 times, especially if your card's a bit thicker, because it's difficult to get these to bend, but that's bent nicely there. Just be careful. And just the other end. I like to bend the sides. Oops. See, that's not bending very well. Yeah, that's okay. So I like to do the corners first to try and get it right, and then the rest should fall into place. So I'll just do the other one. Okay, struggled a little bit with that one. So like I said, I'm going to glue this together. So we're going to glue these two flaps here. Now what I like to do, because it's going to go on like that, what I like to do is put tearing tape and glue on here. The tearing tape's not going to be strong enough to keep it together, and the glue should help. It's up to you which glue you want to use. I'm using the Collall glue because it won't buckle the paper or anything like that. Like that. And make sure you give it a good press down. It helps to get that glue right into those fibres. Helps it to stick just a little bit better. And take off the top. It's already coming off. And put plenty of glue on all over that side. Especially at both ends. Okay, now you take the long edge and put it on here. Line it up against the score line as accurately as you can. That's another reason to use the wet glue on top as well. It just gives you a bit of wiggle room. Put it just very, very slightly before the score line to make it easier to bend the finished box. Give it a good stick down. Make sure the glue has gone right to the very edges. And then you can turn it over and give it a good stick down there as well. Yeah, I've done this one a bit wrong with the glue there. Gone a bit mad, but not the end of the world, because this has saved my life on many occasions. It's like a glue remover. It's fantastic. So any glue that's gone over, even any of your tearing tape sticky that's gone over, you can just remove it like that. Fantastic stuff. I do have a couple of these, I think, on my website at the moment, but you can get it from Temu, you can get it from Amazon, eBay, anywhere like that. It's just so good. It's always worth having in your stash. There we go, good as new, almost. Fabulous, pleased with that. Right, so then turn it over and we do the same with this bit here. Just make sure you get to those edges. And then you bring that bit over and fold it on there. And make sure that it is stuck down completely. Especially, like I say, at either end. If you want to, you can put if you have any clamps or little pegs or little paper clips, you can put them on the edges just to keep them down. I'm going to put something heavy on top of this just to weigh it down a little bit. Right, for the flowers, I'm just going to use some scrap. So I'm going to cut one of the large ones and one of the small ones. What should I have? What should I have on the bottom? I think I'll have the red on the bottom, actually. I think that might look nice.
Cut the paper, fold it neat. Add some sparkle, make it sweet. Glue some stars, a ribbon bow. Watch the love and colors grow. Make a card, make a heart, paper toys, a work of art.
That's cut out nicely. Pleased with that. Craft Buddy's ideal for cutting out your little dies. These scraps can always be used for something else, sentiments or anything like that, or cutting out little flower dies or whatever you like. So put these out of the way for now. Now these look a little bit bland, so what I like to do is just take something round, possibly a thin pencil or something, or your bone folder even, just give them a little bit of dimension like that. And then you can also, to give the leaves a bit of shape, just put something round in the middle of each petal and just bring it up like that. Just gives a little bit of dimension. I'm going to do the same with this. Now the little dies that are missing from that pack are supposed to, there's a couple that are supposed to go in the middle there, but I'm just going to use a gem or a ceramic dot in there anyway. So what you can do to glue those together, you can obviously use normal glue, you can use a glue gun, or you can just use a glue dot. That's all I'm just going to use for quickness. I'm just going to use a glue dot. There's your little flower. Leave the glue dots out because I haven't finished with those yet. And if you like, you can get out a little ceramic, little enamel dot, not ceramic, aren't they? Enamel dot. I am going to put a little bit of glue in the middle there. The enamel dots may not be good if you're making gift boxes or gift bags for children, because obviously they could come off and they could swallow them. So I'm going to make something different for the children, something more fun. I really need somewhere to store all of my decorations. Right, now this hopefully should be dry. It looks okay. Just make sure that it's not coming away at these corners, because that's where it usually happens for me anyway. So what you can do is decide which is going to be the front and which is going to be the back. So I'm going to make this the back. So you fold that one over. I don't know if you can see that. And you can pull the other one down. It should just fold into place where it's been scored. And that's nice. I mean, it doesn't even open like that. You know, that's okay. And then to the other side, make sure you do it the same way. So that'll be the front and this will be for the back. Just give it a score with your fingernail if it doesn't quite fold over. And that is your little box. Can you see that? It looks kind of cute. So now what you can do is you can decorate this however you like. If you'll see with this one, I put a ribbon on and I attach the flower to the ribbon. It can just be undone there. I'll show you how I did that. I'll just use the same one. I cut off about 20 inches. I'm just measuring using my glass mat. Perfect for stuff like this. Now, this is the bit I always get stuck on. So, to be honest, it's up to you. If you wanted to, you could just tie your bow in the middle there and just have that as your embellishment. But what I'm going to do is the same as I did with the other one. Pull it over like that, make sure they are the same length. And then what I'm going to do is mark approximately where the middle is. Just approximate, just with a pencil, like that. And then I'm going to put another glue dot on there. Try not to stick them to your nails. Yep. Do you know this went perfectly off camera? Right, so whatever's going to be your front or the top, the nicer side, that's where your glue dot is going to be, because that's your embellishment is going to cover that. So put it back approximately in the centre. I'm just doing it approximately, but you can obviously measure it if you want. Don't worry about that ugly lump because it's going to be covered up. And then what you can do is bring the ribbon over like that and tie it in a bow. Make sure it's better than mine, of course. And then take your embellishment. You can use hot glue if you want, but I'm just going to use another glue dot just for quickness. And then stick it on there. Now, of course, the flower's gone crooked because this is on camera. Typical. Oh, never mind. I mean, that looks okay, doesn't it? But it just goes to show you can use any type of card or paper that you like. Like I say, if it's thicker card, it's going to last longer, but it's going to be more difficult to manipulate and to fold down. But I just think these are gorgeous. I mean, that, like I say, that's my first one with just a plain card, and that's supposed to be a purple ribbon, so just ignore that. This one turned out a lot better. I did kind of take my time a bit more with this one, but I just love that textured card, and I love the flower and the ribbon. Even the ribbon went on right with that one. But yeah, that's basically how easy it is. And like I say, because there were a few bits missing from the pack, I could have had a couple of leaves out there, I could have had something for the middle there, but that's just nice because once that's on, whoops, I keep doing that, whoever you're giving it to can just open it and the ribbon's not going to come off, it's not going to fall off, the embellishment's not going to fall off. And then you've got the little notches in there, but you can just reach in and you can put your treats in there and they can access the treats, and then it can just be folded back up again and the ribbon tied back up like that. So that's just how simple it is. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.